executive wife habit that I have.
Is you just always have a new phone?
Yeah.
You got to get that extra microsecond or whatever the new chip
It's always
has.
a better camera. We should probably wait to talk about this.
No, it's okay.
This is
we're in it.
Oh,
This
okay.
is Size 10 Podcast. We kind of do a cold open.
We do.
I'm Nick Scalzone. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Scalzone Comedy.
I'm Bjorn RG. You can find me on Instagram at SkateCub.
And we are joined by a special guest, one of our good friends, excellent Portland comedian. Give it up for Eliza Butler.
Hello.
Where can we find you? Where can people find you on social?
My Instagram and Twitter are Eliza Isn't Funny.
Okay.
But what about that TikTok, though?
The TikTok is Eliza.isn't.funny because somebody took it.
The other
original.
one?
Someone
Yeah, I
took
was
the other one already?
Pissed.
Someone.
It's my brand.
Did you offer them any money for
No.
it? Did they offer you to sell it?
No, I've not communicated with them.
You should find them and see if they want to lip sync your jokes like everyone else on TikTok.
Oh my God. I had one. Someone actually did that to one of my jokes. I was so flattered.
Really?
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Did it get more views than the one?
No,
the
it did
original?
not. It did not.
Joke?
'Cause that
that
would've
would
really-
be heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it would make me really salty. No, that did not happen. But
Was it a person you knew or just
No,
a random?
it was just a
found
random.
your joke and
Yeah.
then lip synced it?
Yeah, one of my jokes got like a shit ton of views.
Oh, the one that went like a little bit viral.
Yeah,
it got
not like TikTok
100,000 though, right?
Yeah, it's like up to like 130,000 now.
That's a lot of
Because
views.
TikTok pushes it out again after every periodically. So I know it was wild. It was
That's fascinating.
Hold
We
on,
now
yeah.
have a TikTok for this show.
yeah.
I have a question for the show too. So y'all three are comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Would that legitimately bum you out if you put something up and then someone else like kind of signal boosted it like that? Because part of me thinks that like that would be actually very sick.
It depends. As long as you get credit. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's so many like really great tweets, for example, that like show up on Instagram with like your profile and everything cut off. Like that sucks. But like as long as I get credit, Godspeed.
Well, at least when it's the sound, you
Yeah.
can kind of like find that sound, right?
Yeah.
Because you can click
Yeah.
on
That's
it
what I was gonna
and
say,
you
is, like,
can
Yeah.
find the root of it. Like that's how I've been finding all of my music lately, which I'm so embarrassed about. But you
Is
know what?
Instagram real music?
Just real
There's
music.
some bangers
God,
on there.
It's just
Yeah.
like, and you're like, whoa, there's like, I don't know. Or
They
like,
put like a drill beat behind a song that's not a rap song at all, and then I like it, and I find it on
Yeah.
YouTube. It's great.
Or Bjorn, you sent me the Toxic Pony remix,
the
which is
Toxic
dope.
Pony collab.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's
good.
really good. Yeah.
Or mashup.
Yeah.
I think with the audio going viral though like that is really good versus like I have a friend I sent you the video he spent like money and time making and producing this cat snow skate video
Oh, yeah.
and it went it went
It
pretty
keeps
viral.
showing up on my Instagram reels. Like
Catty.
it's showing up frequently for me.
But here's the thing, the place where it went stupid crazy, like millions of views, not him. They took the audio off and they put different music and they put the same thing. And the cool thing is about that video is they had a rapper rap a song about his cat named his tabby cat or named Toddy.
Tatty?
Tatty.
Tatty.
Yeah.
I remember that cat.
And it just sucked because he got like no credit for it,
Exactly.
even though it was totally his video. But somebody who had like 1 million followers created a new video out of it, and then got all the
just
credit.
Boosted it, and it was like it kind of became their video in most people's
And
eyes.
got like the 10 million views
Right.
he got, not my friend
And
who
it's
made
like,
the content.
I get that there's like money behind it or whatever, but I would be so embarrassed to like get clout off someone else's content. Like I just like what is that? Like they aren't actually creating any. Like sounds like in this case, sounds like
It's
they
like
were
that
kind
artist
of,
that
yeah.
was printing out people's Instagram posts and then showing them in an art show. Did you see that?
Oh
Really?
my God.
Oh yeah, he definitely
that's
got
ridiculous.
Like people really didn't like that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't either.
Like
Yeah, no, that does.
with the
it does annoy
comments and
me.
everything. He printed the comments.
Just the lack of creativity of
Yeah.
like your whole channel is you taking someone else's thing and pretending to say it.
Right. It's like, okay, so now you got the attention, and for what?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
just-
like
yeah.
what are you using this to advertise? Just I got a bunch of looks.
Yeah.
I did nothing. People looked at me.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, what are we drinking here, Bjorn?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That
Oh, good
sound
sound
means
effect.
it is time for can check. So we're drinking the Seven Peaks Hard Seltzer. I got the Raspberry Cosmo. It's raspberry elderflower, whatever that means.
That's an IKEA thing. They have that at IKEA.
Elderflower?
It's the only place I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's like a very Scandinavian, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Does it
it's
even
just
grow
an
here?
old flower.
It's just an old flower.
Yeah.
It's a vintage peony.
Mountain sourced hard seltzer from the Cascades.
I'm sorry, mountain sourced?
Yeah. What does that mean? What in the heck does that
Nothing,
mean?
probably.
Does that mean that the water that they water it down with?
Yeah, definitely. It's made by Avid Cider out of Bend.
So Cascade water, apple wine, apple juice,
Gluten-free.
raspberry juice, citric acid, contains sulfates, whatever that is.
So real quick, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. You know that when they say mountain water from Bend, Oregon, they're talking about Bend municipal tap water, right?
It's always tap
Which
water.
comes from
it's always tap
the
water.
mountains. Dude.
Sure.
It's true.
At
It is.
some point,
Yeah.
some of that water rained down upon a mountain.
The only reason,
Therefore, it's mountain water.
the only reason I bring this up is where I grew up. I'll do this real quick. I grew up in a place that like our tap water was supplied from the Pocono Mountains.
Yeah.
And it like there was an aquifer.
Uh-huh.
It got pumped down. Now the next town over, Allentown, did not get that water, and Allentown water tasted fucking disgusting. Recently, I don't know if y'all are familiar with a little brand called Dasani. It is the world's worst water. They got flack, and they were like, on the bottle now, they bottle it in Allentown for probably like the region, and it's like, oh, like bottled from like tap water in Allentown, and I'm like, yo, if you go 5 miles away, it would actually be really good. But you put your bottling plant in the worst fucking city in eastern Pennsylvania, and it just tastes like the water tastes like Dasani coming out of the tap. So I can only imagine what it's like
They
8 years
probably-
later when you get it in the bottle.
Yeah, they looked at whoever had the cheapest rent for a bottling
Oh,
factory.
it was definitely Allentown. I'll tell you that much.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
Like, I actually like Dasani water over like
Uh-oh.
Aquafina. I know.
Uh-oh.
I
No,
know. It's
own it.
It's
Own
very
it.
controversial.
Yeah.
It's very controversial. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't drink bottled water a lot, but when I do, I would.
when you
pick
do,
Dasani.
you choose Dasani.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
always interesting because Dasani is like the big evil bad guy right now. And, like everyone's like, nah, Dasani water is the it's like become this like meme. It's the butt of all jokes. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you stepping up power.
Yeah, I
owning
think
it?
I like
Yeah.
this stance. I think you should
appreciate it.
You should take this stance much harder
now
in
all
the
right-
future.
All right.
Yeah, okay, I can do
I
that.
would have
Yeah.
to say, if I were just to guess, Nick's water of choice is Voss. Is that? Am I
Oh.
how close am I? Like you gotta get a bottle of water at the airport. So you gotta get like some fancy.
If I'm actually
shit.
purchasing bottled water,
Yeah.
it is whichever one is cheapest.
Me too.
At the end of the day, it's fucking water.
I want it to be crinkly bottle. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
the crinkle,
I like
yeah.
free. Like if I'm at like a work lunch where there's a variety of beverages and it's sugar soda or cheap bottled water from the store brand.
Mhm.
Store brand bottled water it quenches one's thirst.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll buy the cheapest fucking bottled water that they have. Whatever costs the least, that's my favorite one that day.
I mean, you are a noted Bush drinker.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same.
Yeah,
I
on brand,
like
on brand.
fancy things, and then I like just the lowest tier.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get back to can check.
Yeah.
What are our thoughts on the Seven Peaks hard seltzer? 5% of this is donated, just so you guys know, to getting youth outdoors. The big city mountaineers. What?
I thought I was gonna say for Allentown water.
That'd be tight. Yeah.
Big city mountaineers for 30 years. That's cute.
I like this. It tastes like a seltzer, but I can taste that they got the alcohol from apples.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
has
it's very
just
appley.
a ever so slight like cider type of flavor,
Yeah.
and I like that. It's
Mine is Cherimoya and Pineapple. So I've never had Cherimoya before. I know it's a fruit, but I've never
Can
know
you
what-
look up what?
yeah.
I was
what
about to
is
say they're
that?
just
What's
like
a cherimoya?
That
They're
sounds
just
made up.
That's definitely
Yeah.
some made up. They're
But,
like
yeah.
it's like from the Lord of the Rings or something. Yeah, like,
probably.
that would be brilliant.
Can you spell me?
Yeah, CHERIMOYA.
Okay.
I would have
Just
gone
like it sounds.
CHAR. Honestly,
Exactly like
I
it
would have
sounds.
lost the spelling bee on that one.
Wow, this shit looks gross as hell.
Let's see it on
I
screen.
I
wanna
might
see
feel
it on the
differently once I
screen.
see it.
No, it's one of those things. I'm gonna pull it up in 1 second. It's like one of those fruits that like you've never seen before, and then you see it, and you're just
Oh.
like,
You can't unsee
Oh, is that
Like-
also called a custard apple?
it. No.
That's weird.
It says if
so
you're
it's
craving-
got those giant ass seeds. How big is this fruit?
It's got seeds that look like spider eyeballs.
They do. It looks like there's spiders coming out of it.
It's a good source of vitamin C, cholesterol
Remember,
free,
Eliza
low
has to
sodium.
keep drinking this.
That's fine. I drink Dasani. What are you talking about? It's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
you
actually
got
the
me.
second pressing of the Cherimoya. This shit, that legitimately does look like the inside of a bug, right?
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Am I
It
off
does.
page?
And
here?
then the scaly,
It looks like an
it's like
egg
scales.
sac.
It definitely looks like it's an animal.
Like,
of
Here's the
some kind.
nicer version of what they want to show.
Oh.
So, like, I guess
See,
if you
yeah.
bust
Kind of looks
open
like
those,
a pine
Oh,
cone.
it has vitamin
eyes.
C.
All fruit has vitamin C, I feel like.
I don't think bananas do.
Bananas.
Potassium, though.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
that's not vitamin C.
all right. So this is a
Vitamin
edible
P.
fruit-bearing plant from a genus that doesn't matter, and it's native to Ecuador and Peru, with cultivation practiced in the Andes Mountains and Central America.
Cool.
So,
So not
what is
the
it doing
Cascades.
in a seltzer from Bend, Oregon?
It's doing exactly what it's supposed to, which is making us talk about this shit on a show.
Yeah.
So people
Yeah,
are
it's
like,
making them sound fancy
because here's the thing
and interesting.
with y'all, if there's like a fruit that you've never heard of or never seen before, are you like interested? Like
Yeah.
if I was
Yeah.
like, have you ever had dragon fruit before?
Yeah.
I've
definitely.
only ever had dragon fruit flavored
Flavored
shit.
things?
I've never had one. I've
You
never,
never seen one at the store and you're just like, yo.
It's the
Going in my
red
body.
spiky thing at the store that looks like
I
an
may
alien
have seen
fruit.
that and been like, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
I had it once, and it was cut into tiny little cubes, and it's got like white flesh with black tiny seeds, like a,
Is
like
it
a
good?
strawberry. It's super good. I had no idea what it was, and it looked like little dice. I was at a hotel, and they had it in like the breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this shit slaps. Like, it kind of tastes kiwi-esque.
I like
A little bit.
kiwi. I
did
might
too.
have to get myself a
It's like a
dragon
red,
fruit.
red kiwi.
Yeah.
That's like.
Did
really
you know
good
that
way
you
of
can
describing
actually eat the skin of a kiwi?
I did, but it's,
I thought-
that's so gross.
Yeah.
It's not
Like at
terrible.
what cost, you know?
It
wanna
has
know
more
why?
nutrients.
You know what I'm going to be thinking of?
What?
Tarantulas the entire time.
Yeah.
Well,
It
now
is like-
you've ruined kiwis with the
Kiwis
skin
too.
on for me.
Tarantulas.
I thought
Yeah.
I'd found a hack where I could be lazier when I ate
Well,
kiwis.
I'll
I
redeem
think
you.
of goats. Goat
can,
balls. That's.
Oh, wow.
If goat balls tasted like that,
Goat balls have never been on
Gargle
my
all the
mind.
time.
I'd have to
Gargle
get me
them
some
every
goats. Yeah. Goes great with strawberry. Anyway, you can eat the core of an apple, Nick. Just
Yeah.
don't eat the seeds too much because they have arsenic in them.
Right, like if
Oh,
you
I
ate
thought they were gonna grow in
if
your
you ate
belly.
like 10,000 apple seeds, you'd get enough arsenic to die. But like,
Yeah, it's like smoking joints. Like you're never gonna get to that amount that's gonna kill you, but I guess theoretically it's possible.
Technically.
yeah,
But if you're going to eat an apple core, you got to like start top down or bottom up. Don't go from the side.
I think that's
good advice.
that would also be fun because like you could really freak out the normies if you're like on the bus.
The normies.
Just
take a big old bite of the top and just like, did that guy just eat the entire apple?
they're like, is that guy eating the apple from the backside? What the? Fuck?
Well, and that's how you go viral on TikTok with not your content.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Be
someone's
the
gonna get,
crazy apple eating person.
Notable on World Star because they're like, look at this freak on the bus eating the apple's butt. Ah, weird.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And also Cherimoya and Pineapple. So it's like very sweet.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, and then we'll get to the next segment. So, Nick, what sneaker would the Seven Peaks Hard Seltzer Raspberry Cosmo be for you? Like, take a sip and just like, what is it? What sneaker is it? It's hard with seltzers. I feel like
is.
seltzers don't
Seltzers
transport
for me-
anywhere.
Yeah.
They just get me where I'm trying to go.
I feel like I drink seltzers in the summer. So seltzers for me are like a
Flip-flop.
flip flop.
Yep.
And this is a high end seltzer. So for me this is like those like the free waters, like the Bert Kreischer free
I like
waters
that.
that we did on here. Or the Olukai, like a fancy flip flop.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking on this.
Eliza, what about yours? The pineapple Cherimoya.
Wow.
What footwear would it be? It could be anything.
Like those like platform like stripper heels, but like really high end ones. Like if they were from Gucci or
The
something.
acrylics?
Like some
Yeah.
Louboutin.
Louboutin,
Yeah.
some red
Some red
bottoms.
bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bjorn.
You know what? I'm getting influenced by you. This is like a water sock for me, like that you take tubing. Like
Yeah,
it's
like-
soggy, you
like-
know, something that's soggy and you're okay with it. Being
Yeah, because
soggy,
you're on a boat.
it's neoprene for sure. It's like primarily neoprene. This is like a kayaking thing to me. It takes me kayaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This does seem like something you would drink on a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, I won't like regular seltzer, like LaCroix or whatever. You can't. I will like die of thirst before I'll drink that. But you put alcohol in it, and I'm like, all right, I'm here for it. Yeah. I don't know why.
So you hate LaCroix,
Yeah.
love Dasani.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they didn't tell you I have terrible taste in many things. I admit it.
I love it though. Like, cause you're just adding flavor to it. Cause like everyone's all about. I got into LaCroix when I was not drinking because I just needed something that was not just drinking regular bottles of water. Like I needed to feel something.
Can I tell you what has upgraded my regular water experience?
Yes.
I got a nugget ice machine. Amazing.
What is
Game
a
changer.
nugget?
What
ice
does that
machine?
do?
So like you know, like Sonic Ice, the little.
Oh, it makes the little
The little
dinky
cubes.
tiny pieces
Yes.
of
Like
ice.
at home?
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Does
do
this
you
go
get
on my
those?
counter?
Amazon.
Wait, does this go on
No,
my
but where does
counter?
it go?
Does it take up counter space? Damn it. Oh.
It's like that?
Like that, except so I used to have one.
Yeah, we need
so
one of
that's
those
a
for
little,
the
yeah,
We do.
yeah. So
What
that
a
might be.
thing.
So they have countertop ones that make just like more regular size ice cubes, and then I had a couple of those, and like they broke, but I was like, all right, I'm going to use it, so I upgraded to Nugget.
So do you have to hook it up to water? Or
No,
do
you just
do-
refill it.
Oh,
The one I
okay.
have has like a basin that I refill.
It's got like a little reservoir, and then it creates.
26 pounds a day, this one.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
What
a
kind
lot
of
of
what kind of
ice.
rate is it?
It's a
What is
monster
it
over
churning? It's gonna
Yeah.
just be like once we get one, it'll just be kicking on. We're like,
Well, this is like
Yeah.
a pound an hour, roughly, it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Well, and they fill up pretty quick, and so
Yeah.
that's how fast weed
Yeah.
trimming I was. Pound an hour. That's
oh, you and
Fun
the ice.
fact.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
When I
I
weed
recommend countertop ice machine.
okay.
Yeah.
To upgrade your at-home water drinking.
So
experience.
you just have constantly have
How
nice
many
ice water.
Dasanis does it take to fill it?
Yeah, probably
That
about
way,
18.
you know, you don't want your ice ruining the flavor of
Exactly.
your Dasani.
No, you have to match. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Actually, you should try this. If you're a big fan of Dasani, take a Dasani, freeze it into ice, and then leave it in a cup and let it melt. And then
All
you
right.
just sit on the counter for like 2 days.
Okay.
I think it's really going to age that Dasani
Yeah,
bouquet.
absolutely. Yeah, get some like natural yeast in there.
Yeah, you
know,
close your eyes and you're going to be right in
spores.
Center City, Allentown. It's going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
it's brilliant. Yeah, thank you. I
City of
am going to give that
Allentown.
a try. I'll stop for
You're
Dasani
definitely
on the
going
way
to give
home.
the town a Google after this. I feel like. You're gonna
Oh
be
no,
like,
I
let's
have
see what's
family who
going
used to
on.
live in Eastern Pennsylvania, so I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah,
of
I was going to
Allentown.
say, when you said Allentown, I was like, that rolled off the tongue a little too easy for you.
Yeah, I am familiar with the area.
Somebody's familiar with the burnt out husk that is Pennsylvania.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
Yeah.
So what is that? Is Allentown like? Was that a steel town that now has like a bunch of empty steel mills and some still
Allentown,
functional? Or what?
Bethlehem is the steel town.
Okay,
Bethlehem
what's
is where I
Allentown
grew up.
And that's where
Allentown is the.
my family lived in Bethlehem. Yeah.
Okay.
We have so much in common. I also
Yes.
noticed your lovely shirt.
Yeah.
So Bethlehem was like where the steel mill is.
Okay.
Allentown is like the next city over where a lot of like the executives lived. They try to make it like this metropolitan area.
okay.
Now, the thing that's depressing about me, with the exception of us talking about it right now, is the only time I hear Allentown brought up in media contemporarily is when Desus and Mero talk about it being a great city to score heroin in. So, also notable because Billy Joel wrote a song about Bethlehem, but nothing rhymed with Bethlehem, so he said it was about Allentown. And like, as a Bethlehem kid, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Fuck Billy Joel for a lot of reasons. One of which being like, that doesn't rhyme.
Fuck you
we'll
and your
throw it over
piano.
to the next
Long-standing
next-door
grudge, clearly. Yeah.
neighbors. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
that's
Eliza's a
her
huge
history.
Mountain Goats fan. By
I
the
am.
way, we'll just call
Yes.
out the shirt that you
We'll,
were.
we'll
talking
talk about this off air. Did you get your tickets for May?
Oh, not yet. No.
2 shows at the Aladdin. It's gonna be
Nice.
fucking awesome.
You
I
went
saw
to
them at the
both last
Aladdin.
time,
You
right?
saw them-
Going to
yeah,
both
you
this
saw
time
them-
too?
I went to both last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw them at the Aladdin, and then where was the other? They were Crystal Ballroom. Yeah.
Yep.
It's such a different vibe. Both. I felt like at the Aladdin, it was just like people who are like, I need a place to sit, versus Crystal Ballroom, where it was like much younger people. You know.
Crystal
And what did they
Ballroom's-
do? They wanted to dance. I need a place to dance.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
yeah.
you have to sit at the Aladdin.
Right.
Yes, and at the Crystal Ballroom you have to stand.
Yeah, but I don't. Here's the hot ticket for all of you folks who go to shows at the Crystal Ballroom. They have those big pews in the back of the room. If you get there early, stand on that pew. Best view of the place, and you don't have to worry about anybody around you. It's amazing. I do it every time I go to a show.
Thank you.
Fun fact about the mountain goats, and then we can move on to sneakers. I did not know about them, and then my friend has a cat called Mountain Goat, named after the mountain goats, and then I had to look them up after that.
Yeah,
then I started.
That's interesting because there's such a rich amount of names that you could pull from the mountain goats like entire catalog.
You're gonna go top.
You're just like, oh, the cat's named Mountain Goat, not Jenny, not
like
Tallahassee.
Cyrus or Jeff.
Yeah.
Here's my other cat, the Black Keys.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
And the Offspring.
I'm trying to remember of what that.
The Offspring is such a creepy name for a cat.
No,
Somebody
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like, did you own the
That would
mom?
freak me out so much if somebody's like, this cat's named The Offspring.
That's
you have
no.
to have the the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You any name, it's like the Utah Jazz. Like
Yeah.
you kind of have to shoehorn that in there because it's almost like fake royalty. Like you're just like, oh yeah, that's my cat. The Jonas Brothers.
Nick, you own a cat, and you have to name it after a band that you really like.
Oh.
The Notorious CAT.
Oh!
Obviously.
I love it.
But there's a the in that. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the offspring that's not.
Because
No, I'm just saying The Offspring is creepy. I'm not saying it's a bad name. It's just
love
if
it
you want
so
people to
much.
be terrified of your cat, then name
Yeah.
it The Offspring because
Yeah.
it sounds
It
like
does-
the villain of a horror movie.
It evokes some
I love
questions
it,
in
yeah.
my mind.
It
that
sounds
aren't
like
worth
it's
getting into, but like
when night falls and the moon is up in the sky, this cat's going to become bigger and
Yeah.
eat you and possess you.
or
and
like
bring you to
skin
the devil
tag
or
that
I
fell
watched
off
that.
of you
I
and
don't
turned
know.
into a cat. Yeah.
Ew.
Skin tag. Oh.
All right.
Does
Eliza,
that even end up in your
Eliza,
brain?
you're a cat person. You have
I
lots
am.
of cats. Next cat you get, you have to name it after. You can't use the mountain goats.
Right, that's
but
taken,
It's
yeah.
taken. Something else. What is it going to be? It could be like a more deep cut mountain goats ref. What would it be? Because you just got a cat. What did you name it?
I named him Gary.
Gary. Oh my god, I like that.
After Dan Soder's dad.
And I don't know who that is.
Comedian.
It's a comedian
Well, I know
who
he's
had
a
a-
comedian. I
My
don't know
brain
his father.
immediately
Yeah.
went to SpongeBob's snail.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've never watched SpongeBob because I was too old when it first came out, and I don't have children, so I didn't see it then. Everyone talks about the snail.
Oh, I got into it when I got into weed.
Oh, okay, fair
So
enough.
good.
Yeah. Also, some people are like after Gary Shandling, and I was like, no, but I do love Gary Shandling.
Gary
and,
Oldman.
Not Gary Oldman. No, I just think it's funny.
Gary.
It's a funny
Gary.
name for a cat.
It is. I had a
Just
teacher.
a people name.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a boring kind of old
Exactly.
manish
And all
people
of my
name.
animals have always, my family, like we always give our animals people names. So
So you
it's
got-
like a tradition.
Oh, what were you gonna
Here's
say?
a good question.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to pick one human name that is no longer allowed to be applied to humans and can only be for animals. Gary is off the table. Who would like to go first?
Wait, can
I'm
you
gonna
explain-
need to
I'm,
think for
I'm
just a
confused
second.
about the question because I
Human
was gonna
name that you are not allowed to name humans anymore. It's being repurposed just for animals.
It's like how you
Just
can't call
for
humans
animals?
buddy anymore.
No, thank you very much.
No, wait. Okay, this is the first name that came to mind because nobody's naming their kids this. Could you have a cat and name it Hitler? Let's be honest.
No. No. Why
that
is that even a
hilarious?
question? No, it's not hilarious.
You could
You can't
definitely.
name a kid that. That's
No.
not happening.
But
No.
Hitler's name wasn't Hitler. His name was Adolf. Hitler was his
You
last
can't name your
name.
cat Adolf
What
either.
about
Just-
Adolf?
I
No.
mean, I hate to split hairs here, but you said a blatantly false thing.
Okay, Adolf. It's off
No.
the table for everybody. I bet you they don't even print that shit in books anymore.
It is
I
off the
mean,
table
of
in
all the
Germany.
animals, cats are the biggest assholes, so they would definitely the name
This
would
is my
fit.
cat, Adolf.
There he is.
His jaunty little haircut. It's perfect.
Guys, this is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I've been on the internet. I've
Just
been on the
Hitler
internet for a
cats.
So that
long
we're laughing. We're
time.
laughing for our audio listeners. We are laughing at cat pictures that
For
have
audio
a
listeners, go fuck yourself. Pull up YouTube right now. Right now.
For our
YouTube
audio
is
listeners,
code.
yeah, pull up YouTube, but also just Google cat Hitler a bunch of times so that you end up in the same algorithm as
Okay,
us.
you have this cat. Do you name it Adolf?
No. No. No, you can't name kids in Germany Adolf anymore. Like that's not.
Like it's
it's-
illegal.
yeah.
I feel like it's
Error
also
message
tacky.
when you
it's
try
bad
to
publicity too.
It is. It's bad publicity, and they
Yeah.
just seem to really want to forget.
So
Oh.
wait a second though. Hold on. I will allow it. Yes, Bjorn, that is a thing that you could
Okay.
do.
I would
not-
raise your left hand in this instance, but
I would not recommend it, but I think I will recommend a different thing. Maybe Adolf is that name, right? If we can collectively say like, hey, you know what? Off the table, we're gonna do a little bit of like, what's the word? Polishing of this, and maybe in 50 generations we can reconvene and see if we want to put it back on the table.
yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing to do. I think I would go with Michael. Because
Michael?
that's a name that a shitload of people name their kid every single day, and that's funny to me. If they have
It's
to,
just like hard stop.
one of the most common. I just want to pick. I want to see the top 10 boys' names of 2022 and pick
Well, funny
number
you should say
one.
that.
Yeah, what
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
let's look at that.
What's
Yeah.
number one of
I'm gonna
2022?
tell you right now,
That.
you're not.
It's
you're
not
not
Michael?
gonna like him. I know one of them because I was reading about this the other day. Number one, Liam, and I don't know what dumbass
'cause-
movie came out.
No, isn't
No.
he?
My
was he
nephew
a
is named
One-
Liam, so let's be
was he
careful.
a One Direction guy?
Oh, he was, but it was also just kind of a popular name, like in the
Liam
last few years.
Neeson.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I don't think they're naming
I don't
children
think
after Liam
anyone
Neeson.
is naming their children.
don't want
that's
their-
my nephew's name, so like,
Oh, I'm not hating on the
I
name.
know. I'm just warning
I'm
everyone.
not
My
too
parents
mad at
named
it.
my brother after Stellan Skarsgård. They liked the name
Oh,
after that.
yeah.
That's what his
The
name is.
Skarsgårds, like acting family, they're all great.
Yeah.
Generations.
What's number one for 2022 though?
So I take it back. According to for 2022, we don't know because we're freshly in 2022.
It's true. Yeah.
It says the top 100 most popular baby boy names for 2022. This is the list. Liam's
number one, top spot.
Liam is. I'm just reading them in order, and I don't know what the criteria is here, but bear with me. Noah, number 2.
Really?
Good
Now
Bible
this
name.
one-
Yeah,
Was that all the born again Christians?
probably. Yeah.
From the alt right.
Uh,
They're all naming their kid after
right.
hoping he builds a boat
Yeah,
someday.
he's gonna build
Jebediah
a
is
boat.
fourth.
Build that boat.
It's like we are aware of who's procreating right now.
Yeah, you're right. These are the only people who aren't afraid of the
Yeah,
future.
It's like I'm not hearing any
Right.
Mohammeds in here. What's going on?
We've got where'd it go? It just disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. Oliver in third.
Huh.
Sorry, if you're naming your kid Oliver, unless the future is wildly different, that kid's getting bullied like into bad.
The thing is, every name can be bullied, though.
Yeah,
It's like,
most names are
don't have a
bullyable.
shitty kid.
I want to
you know?
bully Oliver, and I don't know Oliver.
Yeah, I do too. Especially if he goes by Oliver. I don't know why. Go by what's the short
It
of
feels like a
Oliver?
little fancy
Ollie.
boy.
Yeah.
Ollie.
It's
Yeah,
Ollie.
Ollie's cool.
Ollie's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
a
But Oliver's a
skateboard
little
trick.
fancy boy who has like a
Oliver's-
little suit when he's 3. You know?
Yeah.
Fourth
Yeah.
is one that I'm definitely bullying. Elijah. If
Oh,
you're a
yeah.
white kid named Elijah, sorry, it's gonna be a bad day in 5th
Didn't he
grade.
play a Hobbit?
Elijah
Yes.
Wood?
Elijah
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
did.
That was
Yeah,
20
That was
years
where my
ago.
brain
He
went
got
too.
He got some publicity for that one.
Well, and my
All
name's
of this is
Eliza.
people my age or slightly
Yeah.
older that watched a variety of movies,
Right.
had a crush on one of the actors, and named their child after.
Welcome to aging, Nick.
That's what happened.
These
My-
are all
call
people
my
me
that
mom was
Elijah
really into
sometimes.
tennis.
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah.
Is
I
there a
asked her-
famous
I was
Bjorn?
like, oh, is it like a family name? It's like I am Norwegian, but then my mom was like, well, there was this tennis player that was really cute that I like, Bjorn Borg. Is who I'm like low key named after.
Okay.
Which
Shout
I am
out
totally
to Bjorn
okay with.
Borg.
Yeah, he's a tall, blonde Norwegian man. That was
Those
good at
cats
tennis.
would be happy.
Here's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. I'm gonna swerve.
Adolf the cat would be stoked.
I'm gonna swerve, and we're gonna go to the top 100 boy names of 2021. So these are the
Okay.
proven ones. Number one, I'm confused. Arlo. I got nothing.
like
Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie's son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that is literally the only.
Okay.
But again, someone's gonna be like, "Oh no, there's like a TikToker whose name is Arlo."
Yeah,
And I'm
probably,
like,
you're probably
Yeah.
I hate this world and I want to die.
It's got like 20 million followers.
Kai is number 2. Kai.
What?
That seems like a really crunchy name.
That seems like a name that white people shouldn't be using.
Yeah, that's
fair.
annoying.
3 is a white person name for sure. Atticus. And this is where, like,
Atticus.
I think I have a sneaking suspicion that the people naming their child Atticus have those really shaved on the side, kind of
But it's from To Kill a Mockingbird, though. Like Atticus Finch.
Yeah.
Atticus Finch was kind of a fucking asshole, and this
well,
has been.
I'm not defending him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wasn't it also a band when we were younger?
Probably. Yeah.
A
That
punk
sounds.
band? I
that
swear,
sounds
or
right.
like an emo band
yeah,
or
it was
something
an emo
like
band.
that?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Atticus, I swear. And there
Yeah.
was like a dead thing as their logo, I want to say.
I don't know.
Plus, they're really good at counting. Number 4, Silas.
What?
Yeah, this
I
shit's
hate
whack.
all
These do
names.
sound like
They're
all
all
these
bad.
names
They
suck.
totally do.
I wouldn't inflict
January
these
6th
names on
names.
my cat.
Number 5. Now, this is a fantastic cat name, in my opinion, for the reasons that 1, it fits. 2, there's a lot of good variations, and as we all know, pet names need to have variations.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Number 5, Theodore. I think
Yes.
Theodore.
Theodore.
That's
That
a
is a good
great
one.
cat
Yeah.
name.
that is a
Fantastic.
good-
It
cat
is. It's
name.
got
Teddy,
it's
Theo.
got the historical references
Yeah.
of like
Oh,
great
yeah.
historical figures where
Teddy
you're like
Roosevelt,
this.
yeah.
This cat's gonna create public cat land. I don't know.
I just pictured him with with sunglasses, not sunglasses.
big mustache.
reading like little round
Like a
spectacles,
monocle?
Yeah.
or a monocle.
Or-
A kitty with
yeah,
a monocle's
reading
pretty
glasses pushed down his nose.
And you guys are going to get really bummed because we're going to get real fashy real quick.
All right.
I'm going to round out the top 10. 6 is Rowan. 7 is Finn. 8, Milo. 9,
Milo?
Felix. And 10 is Soren.
cute. Soren?
Isn't
Ooh, they do
Felix
sound
already?
fashy.
Isn't Felix already a cat?
Felix is a
Yes.
cat.
Yeah.
Notable cat.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
can't
like
do
a cat
that
claw
one.
Cat, the
Yeah.
That's
tail.
Felix.
Felix
Yeah, that's
also
that's
a
cute.
fire cat name, I believe.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's fine for people. I think that would be a good selection for like people no more.
Milo
Only-
was a cat
yeah.
as well.
Cat
It's
only.
also the
Milo
most
and
notable
Otis.
Nazi in the last 10 years of American history.
Yeah, that guy, he was an idiot.
Feline,
But Milo was also the cat in Milo
Yep.
and Otis.
And then
It's
got his
true.
name run through the fucking
He
mud.
did, the poor
by
cat.
that guy.
Otis is a good name.
Otis
for
is a
cats.
That's a dog name.
Oh well,
Otis is a
because
dog
you're
name.
like biased by the movie.
Yeah,
but
I
you've
am.
never seen
have
the
a
movie.
cat.
Right, but
Yeah.
like you can't have a cat named Max. Max is
Yeah,
a
I
you
dog
can.
think
name.
you absolutely can. Max is a
Yeah.
great cat name.
But it's a
Absolutely.
better dog name.
I've literally known
Disagree.
several
Yeah.
I'm with Eliza on this one.
Thank you.
golden retrievers named Kitty. In my life, I've met.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Shit.
worst pet name ever heard. Go.
Ooh.
Oh, worst pet name?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Worst pet name. We got dead air. So
Don't
I'm
say
just gonna
Hitler.
No.
Hitler.
I thought they already decided
Oh, actually,
that was the best.
hold on. I'll give you a little more
Yeah.
breathing room. I used to spend time in Estacada. The worst pet name, like this is the hack answer, but I knew a guy. I was not friendly with him. Let me make this very clear.
Yeah.
He lived in a trailer on a Christmas
Uh-huh.
tree farm. His dog's name was Rommel, after the
Ooh,
German
ooh.
Rommel.
Yeah.
So I think that
So he
wins.
was
Yes.
celebrating that guy for the wrong reason.
I will tell
assume.
you off air all of
What is
the
the right
things
reason?
that this man has said in my presence that made me feel.
I mean, I feel like we can probably
We can just
just
infer.
use context
Yeah.
clues and
Yeah.
take our best guess, and
We
we'll
do live
probably
in
be
Portland.
right.
Well, here's the thing. Some of them not about people, more about fucking sheep. So, Estacada.
Oh,
That
Baby.
tracks.
well, that's
Yeah.
that's
Anyway, my
Okay.
actual answer is one time I was having sex with this hippie chick who lived on Alberta, and she had a dog named. And it's just like, this is nails on a chalkboard for me. I know that people are going to be like, oh, that's cute, whatever. Her dog's name was Spaghetti.
Oh, that's terrible.
that's nope.
That's just trying to be cute.
I just
You
hated
know?
it because there's no variation. Because you know what? No fucking way am I going to call it like... I don't even want to say them. Like, you cannot shorten...
Skitty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's no shortening of spaghetti
No.
without
Spaghetti.
sounding like a toddler. Yeah, you
Exactly.
can't. Yeah.
Spaghetti.
Didn't stop me
The
from
only
having sex.
reason to shorten
Yeah.
the word spaghetti is if you're not old enough to say it yet.
Right.
Like, yeah.
but
It
you
wasn't
still
offensive.
No, that's
close the
disgusting.
deal. That's
Um,
Terry's.
It wasn't offensive enough for us to not pork in her RV, but we did. She had one dreadlock, by the way.
Just one.
Yeah,
Just one.
just
Mono.
one.
Wow.
And a dog named Spaghetti.
Mono.
A lot
lock.
of choices here.
Anyway,
She's probably. Gonna
I know
hear
this was years
Like,
ago, but you should go to the doctor annually still. Honestly. Like,
this
go
was
get
like-
a blood panel.
No, this is
just in case.
2012. It was, yeah.
That's a decade ago. You know, some diseases lie dormant. Blood panel for you.
Worst pet names.
Ugh.
We're back to this.
I
Oh my
feel
God.
like I should have a good one because I worked at that dog place and
Oh,
I met
right.
so many dogs.
I've got a good one.
Okay.
What's yours?
My own personal cat when I was growing up was a male cat named Bethany. And I named him
amazing.
Bethany because they told us he was a girl, and then we took him in to get spayed, and they said we can't perform that operation.
Okay, but I had a cat who I took in to get spayed and brought home neutered. So just like the opposite one.
This is like an old
No, but
Parent Trap
that's the
situation.
exact
Oh,
same
it's the
thing.
same one?
We took him in to be spayed,
right.
and he
Yes,
was neutered
sorry.
instead.
No, it wasn't the opposite at all. It was the same.
Yeah, it was the
Yes,
exact
so
same
I've had that
situation,
same
but the name
experience.
stuck. And
That
he
cat-
lived
yeah.
19 years. He
Yeah.
was a gangster. He got shot and didn't die.
It's like a Boy Named Sue situation.
A little bit,
Wow.
yeah.
Mhm.
My cat has a lot
But
in
you
common
kept
with
the
50
You
Cent.
kept the name.
But yeah, we definitely kept the name Bethany.
that's-
I was like,
that's-
I was
that
in
is a Boy Named
kindergarten.
Sue.
I was in kindergarten. I named him that after some girl that I liked at school, and then he was Bethany.
Yeah. Well, cats know their names.
I think he did.
I think
I
cats
called
know
him
a lot
Buddy
more than they
quite a
let
bit
on.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen the cats who can talk with the buttons? I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with the animals who use the buttons to communicate.
Oh, really?
And the cats will get a mad button. They just hit mad all day.
That's
That's amazing.
Are they smarter than the dogs? I want cats to be smarter than dogs.
I feel like
I don't
there's
know
like
why.
one dog
I just
who's
do.
super smart, and I feel like all the other animals are about the same level of smart who are using these buttons.
All right, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna just stick with the theme.
Okay.
And, I had a cat growing up, and it was black and white, so I named it Oreo. That's a terrible name.
Sure.
So bad.
It's
Yeah.
just a little,
It's a little
on the nose,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's a good cookie.
Well,
it is a
yeah.
solid
Listen, I'm not. How old
cookie.
were you?
I don't know, like 10.
I'm not going to call 10-year-old Bjorn a hack, but I'm thinking it.
Like of course I named it Oreo. It was an outdoor cat because I'm super allergic to cats.
Well, in
Yeah.
Montana, it's like it's nice to let them outside.
The dogs would come inside, but the cat did not. Like
fair.
The
stayed
cat, the
outside.
animal that spends 3/4 of the day cleaning itself, was not allowed in the
Nope.
house.
Yep, just the dogs came
Yeah.
inside.
Well, so I'm thinking maybe one time my family departed from the human name as we had a calico cat named Patches, so kind of still on the nose.
Was this? Wait.
yeah.
Oh, no, it was Socks was the White House cat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Socks. Oh,
Yeah, there are a lot of hack cat names. That's more of a hack name.
yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's not like a
Sorry, I
terrible
was-
name,
I
but
was
it's
5,
It's
so-
definitely.
sorry, Bjorn.
Did you assign this
I
cat
have
the
no,
name Patches?
probably, maybe, I don't even know. Probably my family. That doesn't sound like something a 5-year-old would call a cat.
No.
You know, so probably my family did.
A 5-year-old would do what I did and call it after just
Yeah.
the first person
I
that
had a
comes to
parakeet-
mind.
I had a parakeet named Jennifer.
That's
So-
cool. I like that a lot.
That's
I like
pretty
that
sick.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I guess. Well, now we'll see if we can complete the hack cipher. My dog, when I was a kid, was named Buster. Is that a hack dog name?
Kind of
Oh.
is. But
Well,
it's like
yeah, it's a little bit.
it's like old school.
Was he a
hacky,
bulldog?
though.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. This story
What
gets
kind of
worse.
dog was Buster?
Beagle.
Okay, that's over the line. Well, at least he wasn't named Snoopy, though.
I feel like that's almost ironic. Like naming
Oh.
a dog like a beagle that's kind of a sweet-looking dog,
Uh-huh.
like a tough dog name, is
Well-
kind of funny.
This story gets worse, and I
Okay.
don't like
Oh, boy.
the origin story of Buster.
No, let's hear it now.
Buster was named after Buster the crime dog, the Bethlehem Police Department, like
Oh.
fucking Rottweiler or
Wow.
some
Oh,
shit like that.
okay.
Like
I love
it,
it.
it was literally an article in the newspaper. We're like, what should we name the dog? Buster. Okay. And here I am.
Yeah, they probably had an article about Buster. He probably busted somebody, and they were like, "Look at the town
They're like,
hero."
yeah, he bit a Puerto
Buster.
Rican on the butt. And I'm like,
somebody
Buster,
was
we're going
trying
with
to
Buster.
smoke weed,
Yeah.
and Buster was like, "Not on my watch."
Should have gone with McGruff like that. I
Oh
feel like.
yeah,
Yeah,
McGruff. Didn't
McGruff.
he take a bite out of
What's
crime?
the What's
did,
the
yeah.
most
He did.
hack names besides Fido? Rover.
Um,
Rover's tough because I have a very good friend whose dog just died. His
Rover,
name was Rover.
but Rover is like so old school and hack that I think it's cool again because
Making
I
its
think
rounds
it
again.
was
Yeah,
hack
yeah.
like 40 years ago.
It's like how all
And
the
then everybody
bartenders started
stopped-
wearing suspenders again, and then we
Yeah.
were like, no.
Right.
feel it.
Yeah, so Rover I think could make a comeback.
Buddy is like,
super overused.
Ooh.
Yeah, my parents had a chocolate lab named Buddy,
Like
who was the
Spot,
stupidest dog I've ever met.
I
Very
feel like
stupid.
is
Yes, Spot.
I'm gonna give some leeway to Spot
Rex.
though, because I feel like I've never met a dog named
Snoopy?
Spot. Snoopy sucks because people always forward him to me, and it's always a non-beagle that's like black and white.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like Max, Sam. I've heard
Rex.
those dog names.
Rex.
Max and Sam is a
Actually-
video game about a dog and a rabbit. So that
Max
tracks.
for sure.
I feel like
I've
Rex
heard
could
a lot
come
of
back around,
Maxes.
actually.
But Rex as a person. What about that? Okay, and then we
No.
really gotta
Rex as a person.
We were just going,
Sorry,
I
it's
know
really
I'm
important to talk
Rex
about
as a
dogs.
person is
No, Rex as
gonna
a
have a
person's-
tough He's gonna have a tough go.
It's very fashy. If we're gonna be
Rex as a person is the guy who's like dropping the weights at the gym to let everybody know how heavy they were.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, it's just Rex, and it's like
Kicking
that's
the
really his
medicine
name.
ball
No, here's the
across
thing. I
gym.
think that's the guy who's got a different name, but now has everyone call him Rex.
Oh yeah.
If your name is actually Rex, you're probably going to become the opposite of that guy, but you're gonna have a tough time.
That guy is signing up at the gym, arguing with the 17-year-old who won't put Rex on their gym membership card because it's not
'Cause
on their
it's not on
license.
their
No, that guy's hitting on the 17-year-old.
Oh, I
at the
didn't
gym.
say they're not hitting on him later,
Right.
but it's like no, that's what everyone calls me. Just yeah, it's cool. Just put it
Well,
on
dude,
there.
I'm Rex.
Sir,
I'm
sir, that's
good
policy.
at sex.
Can't-
You're not wrong.
but he's not good at sex.
Yo, no, definitely
terrible.
not. No,
Rex
he
is
doesn't
always-
know.
Jackhammers and leaves when he's done.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, nobody who gives themselves a nickname is good at much.
It's always embarrassing when they're like, "This is what you call me now," and it's like, "Oh, like I knew a girl. I went to high school with her, and she decided everyone's going to call her Flower, and everyone's like, "We're not calling you that." It's just not-
we had a neighbor.
Yeah,
yeah.
you-
I mean,
went
it's
by
still
Flower.
cringing.
That's a person
Yeah.
who needs a
suck.
lot of therapy.
Yeah, she really did.
Yeah.
And I hope she figured it out.
Pretty much anyone who assigns themselves a nickname, it's coming from insecurity, so I feel
Yeah.
bad for them.
Yes.
But also, don't.
Yeah, and she went to Up With People. Do you guys know Up With People?
What is that?
It used to be what they would have at the halftime show, but it's like a bunch of like young people coming together and they tour around and like do like a show. It was a whole thing back in the 70s.
Yeah,
and
that
then
doesn't sound.
kind of
Oh.
died out. 20
That
years
doesn't
later.
sound like something that would attract the best and the brightest.
Yeah, well, I hope Flower's doing okay out there.
All right, let's get into the
Flower.
sneaker because
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
like going super long. This
That's
is so
fine.
fun though. It's
Yeah,
just
thank
been
you.
a delight so far. So what
Yeah.
sneaker did you bring for us today?
I have just like regular old Vans. I don't even know the name
Hell
of them.
yeah.
Like in this
authentic.
We got
slate
the
gray. Yeah,
authentic
exactly.
gray-
Not color.
What's the gray? What's the color?
I just really love this gray.
pewter.
Yeah, all right. I just love this gray lately. You know, like so lots. It's like
I had
all kinds of
a
ways.
pretty much the exact same
Yeah.
pair of shoes. Like it's you talk about daily drivers like gray
Absolutely.
Vans. Forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, wait, can I tell my story about is it
Please
time?
do.
Okay. So when I was in 6th grade, I had on like Keds, which are not Vans or Converse, but they're similar, right? They're like kind of low cut shoe, you know?
Yeah.
And I was playing tetherball. Do you guys know about tetherball?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Were
a
you
ball.
good at
that's-
tetherball?
Oh, do you think I'm good at any sport? Bjorn?
I don't know.
I have
Is
never in my
tetherball a
life
sport?
had endorphins until I got a tattoo. I'm not good at sports.
Okay.
No.
I could see
Were you
you
one of those
being
people-
like a sleeper tetherball
No.
star.
I feel like
I'm
you would
sorry
too. You'd
to-
have like some weird serve,
No.
and then you just do the thing where it's just like
No.
you're just hitting it over and over, and I'm like never touching it the entire time.
No, absolutely not. What happened was I jumped up to hit the ball, and when I landed, my ankle turned, and it broke my foot. And then after that, low-cut shoes were banned forever. I was not allowed. I always had to wear like more like high-top shoes because my mom was worried about my weak ankles. And so now this
That's
is
a
like
great way to
reclaiming-
give your kid a complex.
Totally. Well, my ankles were like I couldn't do it now, but I could like stand on them. It was really creepy. Like they were very like flexible. So that just kept happening, and it just went like that, and then
Yeah.
poop, my foot broke, and then these.
So
were-
that
type of shoe were
actually,
banned.
I'll go a little bit back on Terry. I mean, it sounds like she had a good reason to want you to wear some high tops,
right,
or
yeah.
maybe an ankle brace would have been a better
Something,
move.
yeah. I don't think they had those in New Mexico back
What high
then.
tops did you wear?
I,
I'm a
yeah.
high tops guy. You don't
Probably like
remember.
Reeboks or
I just got some.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna wear
I mean,
those
but this was
Reeboks.
the '90s when like.
Were they Reebok pumps?
No, I never had the pumps. No, we didn't have that kind of money.
It was just whatever had ankle support at Payless.
Exactly. Yes.
So it was
exactly.
kind of
Yeah.
a tough look.
It was. But so that's why I like wearing them now because for many years I could not because of my pitiful ankles. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So, have you worn Vans for a while? Like, is
Mm-hmm.
this your favorite style, or did you just kind of? Where'd you get these?
Probably Zappos or something.
Oh, like online?
Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm like the worst shoe podcast guest because
No,
I'm like,
it's fine.
I don't know where half my shoes are.
I
These are
get
the ones
most
I wear.
of my sneakers online. It's
Yeah.
just in raffles and
Yes.
like,
No, I don't do any of. I
weird.
just go on Zappos
We
and buy
should
the
take
thing.
you. Could Nick and I take you to the one of the employee stores sometime?
Sure. Yeah.
That would be.
I'm
sick.
down for that.
That would be super fun.
Have some like.
Have you been
bonus.
to any of the employee stores? 'Cause
No.
you live in Portland.
I do. No, I haven't been to any of them.
It probably
I know
isn't
it's a
as dangerous
pilgrimage.
as like me going.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I've never left the employee store without more than or less than 2 pairs of sneakers.
No. I mean, I could probably
I just
persuaded
limit
to buy
myself
some.
to 1 pair now when I go to those because I will spend a lot of money. but
How often do you go though? Like, have you increased your frequency?
No, I'm still like probably 3 times a year, maybe
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Yeah.
something like that. I don't know.
I
We just
think-
went a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I definitely bought a pair.
Liza, you might be like me where like I don't spend money on shoes necessarily, but I'm like, 30 pairs of socks? Uh-huh. Bring them over here.
Right.
Like,
well, that's just efficient, right?
I just,
with
you know,
you,
I don't
yeah.
want to fold laundry and I don't want to match
Yeah,
socks. So I
exactly.
just buy
Yes.
like 30 pair,
Yes,
And
of all
then-
the same ones.
all the same ones. And then
Yes.
after like 4 or 5 years when they start to get clapped out, now I'm doing the math in my head. Then I'm like, nope, get rid of all of them. I'm going to the
That's a really good
employee
idea. Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
I definitely picked up a couple pairs of socks at Adidas. I always end up getting a pair of sweatpants if I'm at Adidas. And Nike, I don't like their sweatpants as much. Adidas is where
Telling
it's at.
you got to check
on
out those Jordan
sweatpants.
ones, baby.
Okay, next time I'm at the
Those are
employee
the
store.
nice ones.
The
The
Jumpman
nice ones?
sweatpants?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it back to the Vans.
Yeah, bring it back.
Real quick.
Yes.
Terry, stop me if I'm wrong, but I heard that the reason Vans is historically a skate company or skate shoe. The way that Vans became a skate company, or why people started wearing Vans, like skateboarders started wearing Vans, is it was like a Southern California company, and you could buy single pairs. So they had like they had like a couple of different models, and they just came in random color, like just like really basic colors. You could buy a single pair. So when you skate, you tend to wear out.
You mean
Not
hold
a
on,
pair,
hold on.
like a
One
single
shoe.
single shoe.
Oh, I was
You could
thinking
just
2 of
buy
the same.
No, not pairs. So instead of having to buy them in pairs, you could buy them a single shoe. So you could just buy a whole bunch of the shoe because when you skateboard, you wear it out, and then the cool thing about this is it's like you'll have your back foot, which doesn't really wear out much, and then your front foot wears out, and you could just buy a bunch. So skaters really liked it.
Bjorn, I got bad news for you.
Am I wrong? I read that. I thought I read that somewhere.
It's a good story.
Yeah, I don't think we
Is
need
it
to
true
let
at
to be
all?
true.
No, I don't want to let the truth
And
stand
here's
in
one of the
way
things
a
that I
good
will
story
say.
here.
Yeah, like you
Pass me
you
another
could live
one
the
of those.
magic on it, but don't forget, skaters were not ollieing for quite some time.
It's true.
I heard that you could just buy one Vans shoe, and people were stoked on that.
You know what? Let's
I
just,
am
go with
unaware
that.
of that.
Yeah.
I know that Vans were not skate shoes when they started. They were just like regular boat
They weren't.
shoes.
They
and,
weren't.
like,
They weren't skate shoes, but skaters really took to them because you could buy a single shoe. You didn't have to buy them in pairs.
I like it. I'm going with it. I believe it now.
Maybe I'm spreading some
Some
Fake
misinformation.
some misinformation.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
okay.
I'm making it up in my head.
I
Maybe
don't care.
dreamed
Spotify
it.
has our back.
Yeah, no, it's that's,
Tell the people what they want to hear.
I like that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I really wish maybe I am that good at weaving stories.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
spun us
you're
a great yarn there.
telltale.
You know,
And
and maybe it's
I'm a
because I
Vans
wish
fan now.
that they sold single pairs.
It's a
of
great
shoes.
business
Single-
idea. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
pair, single
shoes.
Mm-hmm.
like you could just get a whole bunch of lefts and one right.
Yeah,
Or you could just
Two
make
different
friends
sizes.
with someone who wears the same size shoe and it skates goofy footed, right? That's how
Yeah,
you say it?
my friend-
Oh,
friends.
we got an
Yeah.
expert in the building.
yeah. You know,
I know a
you're-
couple of things.
No, like 4 things. I love
Yeah,
it. I love
exactly.
it. Flex it. Mm-hmm. All right. So we probably kind of know the answer to this, but on the show, so we tend to talk about. We haven't talked about trucks yet. That's fun.
We haven't.
Or rap music. We actually talked about.
Well, the Notorious
non-rap.
CAT.
Yeah.
I
CAT. But
briefly brought in a hip hop reference.
so if you wear your shoes a lot, that's blowing the backs out on them.
Yeah.
And if you just keep them clean, like maybe the ones I'm wearing, I've kept these pretty clean. These are called kind of a pavement princess.
Ah, okay.
So
Pavement princess is when you take a truck and you lift it and you put a bunch of expensive shit and then you never drive it
and
off
then you
the
don't
road.
take it off
Sure.
road
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I see those guys.
So, are these Vans Authentics pavement princesses, or are you blowing the back out on them?
Oh, blowing the back out. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, no, these are just like my everyday shoes.
You
Yeah.
got the blow the back out music.
All right. I'm into it. Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't know the music's coming. It's a nice
Yeah.
surprise. Yes, I do like Vans better than like Converse, like 1 stars. I feel like those like always feel like I have like no support in them. Like it just felt like walking on concrete with those. So that's why I like Vans over those, even though they're like similar.
They are very similar. They're like they're the wrapped or the vulcanized.
Yeah, I've always felt like the Vans was a cleaner design. I don't love the like clown toe on the Converse.
Yeah.
I feel like the Vans just like, and
It's
this
like, what's Terry wearing
this
today?
is my you got
He's got stripes on.
Yeah.
No, this is my favorite Vans. I had a pair of these. I think I still have them. They have a hole in the top of them, but they're purple, and they're these. I had those in college. People called me gay. It's fine.
They just didn't get your vision. Like,
They didn't.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I'm a genius.
They're Prince shoes.
Yeah.
Prince Authentics.
But and they were great. I wore them a lot. I wore a fucking hole in them. They do wear out.
Yeah. They're just
But they're
canvas or
like
whatever.
$40. So you just buy another pair.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Have you gone to the outlet that's out in Troutdale?
No, I should
There's
do that.
a Vans outlet.
We
in
should go
Troutdale.
shoe shopping there. Take me
that
shopping
one,
there.
I always end up buying. I like a lot of their like waterproof stuff. Like, cause I rock some like waterproof Vans for like when I'm walking the dog and stuff. They're like all weathers. They're pretty sick. We should go out there sometime.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let's take a quick break and then we're gonna do Get It, Forget It.
Preaching to the choir on that one. Speaking of preaching to the choir, what's
Yeah.
up, tenors? Welcome back. We're done with the break, which means I do this part. You're listening to the Size 10 podcast, and if you want to continue listening, and if you want to do it in style, if you want to do it in comfort, and if you want to look good with your pants off, visit bearskin.com, bearskn.com, and use promo code Size10. What are you going to get with that promo code? 10% off your order and free Size 10 sticker. So hit up bearskin.com. Today, I've got... let's see. I don't know what I got. Oh, I do have bearskins.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the old cactus ones. They remind me of Cactus Cooler, a great little drink if you're in the California area and you're at a local Vons. Grab some Cactus Cooler, wear it with the cactus underwear. Bjorn, you actually shot the what would you say, the advertising?
yeah.
In my living room.
In your living room.
So if you want to dox me, go to bearskin.com, find the photo shoot. You can see the layout of my house. Back to the show.
But if you do that, you have to buy some bearskin.
Yeah,
You can't
you
just
gotta.
like dox for
If you're
free.
going to come and try to run up on me, you better be wearing bearskins when you do it.
You better. You're like, you do like a underwear check. You're just like, yo, hold up.
They're just like, home invasion. I'm like, drop your fucking pants.
If I don't see a cactus, it's not happening.
Yeah. Oh, you got the blueberries on. All right, yeah, come on in. Yeah, I'll show you where all the valuables are. All right, speaking of valuables, we got a valuable segment we're going to get into. This, for those of you at home who are not familiar, and for those of you in the studio who may not be familiar, get it or forget it. I'm going to throw a couple shoes up. We got 5 today. And the general idea is we're going to look at them, we're going to talk about them, we're going to do a little analysis. And at the end, I want everybody to give us either a get it, thumbs up, or a forget it, thumbs down. We do no nuance here. You can qualify it. In the past, it was like folks saying, well, I'd buy these for so-and-so, so I'm going to get it. Also, it doesn't mean you have to literally buy them. But if you, like, get it, you're on board, forget it, you hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the intro. Any questions from the audience?
No, now I understand the Instagram stories though.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
And
thought
so
it was
we-
just like
we
way to
put 'em
get
up on
engagement.
Instagram.
Yeah,
and
it's brilliant. Yeah.
Those at home can vote on them, and and then we post the results afterwards.
I'm stoked. Yeah.
Let's get ripping with round 1. These are the Nike Jordan 1 Retro High OGs in the Brotherhood colorway, which seems like they are kind of pulling a fast one on us because as everybody who's ever looked at a television in the last, 40 years knows, these are the Los Angeles Lakers colors. You got the purple, you got the gold, you got the white, you got the Jordan 1. It is mixing classics with classics. We'll see some more views here. And we will start it over here with Bjorn. Bjorn, what do you think about these ones in the Brotherhood colorway?
Well, first of all, historically, as my friend and co-host mentioning the Los Angeles Lakers and trying to joke about them and then bombing the rest of the time he was there, you can't really talk about the Lakers in a positive way in this city in Portland. I've never been a Lakers fan. I think it's dumb that they took the name from. It makes much more sense to be in Minnesota, in my opinion. I've been to I spent a lot of time in LA. No lakes. I've never been to an LA lake. It makes no sense.
Silver Lake.
I've been to Silver Lake. I've never seen the lake. I've just
Silver.
been to bars and stuff. I don't know. Is there a lake in Silver Lake? Maybe. I don't even know.
I hate LA, so I don't know.
I have
If
no
there
idea.
are lakes, it's they're fake.
It doesn't make
Just
any
like their
sense.
river, which is fake.
The LA River, which is just like a trickle.
It's
of,
a ditch.
dude. My friend said he
That's
went
dry.
fishing there. He would just go fish. It literally, he's practicing casting. That's more of what he's doing. He's not like, and because if you caught anything, you definitely don't want it. To
Oh
eat.
yeah, you definitely want to
that.
let something go. Well, you want to let something go if you catch it in the Willamette.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't eat
There's
those?
advisories. Like if you catch fish out of the Willamette, you're only supposed to eat like 2 a year, or you'll die of
you'll
mercury
Bjorn's
poisoning.
got some concerns.
No.
Definitely more than twice a year eating Willamette fish.
No, I've never ate Willamette fish.
No, nobody
like, you
eats
go to
Willamette
a sushi
fish.
restaurant, they're like, we caught this in the Willamette. You're like, whoa, baby.
No,
Call
no,
the
no, no,
health
no.
department.
That's a good sushi restaurant. They're shipping it in.
From Alaska.
No, from Hawaii.
From Hawaii.
St.
or
John's.
Japan.
For Japan, yeah.
St. John.
Yeah,
up
it's
in
not
St.
coming.
John.
Hell yeah,
No.
I live in St. John's, and
Upriver.
we have we got the Columbia up there, so
That's where
it's
the
very
good
different.
fish come
Yeah.
from. This is definitely a forget it for me. I couldn't wear these in Portland, and I don't like them either. I don't know. The sole is the only part I kind of like, but I don't know.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Nick, what about you?
It's a forget it for me just on the colorway alone. I just don't like. I don't think those colors look nice together.
No.
Honestly, I don't like the white. I feel like with the purple and the yellow, they shouldn't have done white. I don't think it goes good together, or they need to fix the color blocking. Whatever it is, they look bad. The trolling aspect of wearing a Lakers thing in Portland sounds fun to me.
Okay.
I have nothing
Yo,
invested in this beef,
I
and so I
was-
think it's funny. And so for the purposes of that, I love the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron and Kobe, R.I.P. The Lakers are the best team. Just because I like to troll. Fuck you.
I was sitting in traffic the other day, and I think they were playing. They must have been playing Lakers. There was, there
I
was a
would
group
like
of
to go-
gentlemen walking with Lakers jerseys on, and
Yeah.
all the people in the cars that were stopped in traffic on Broadway were just yelling obscenities at these guys.
Yeah, you see,
It was
I
just
don't like
wow.
I don't like that level of animosity.
People were like honking.
It's a little
and then being
much.
like, "Fuck you!" It's like, really?
That's a
This-
little much, I feel like. I would like to go to like a Blazers versus Lakers game because I like going to a game where like
Lot
the
of
fans are
tension.
really amped up.
Okay.
Oh, you missed out the game that he's literally talking about.
Is
because
that-
the Blazers whooped the
Oh,
fucking
did they?
Did we
dog shit out of the
Oh, that's
Lakers.
awesome.
Oh, good for us.
Because I drive by the
it was
Moda
great.
Center on
I have
my
nothing
commute.
invested in basketball at all.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not sure I know all the rules to basketball. I know the rules to football. I just realized that today. I'm like, I am a real boy.
They're
So-
pretty similar. You'd get along just fine.
Yeah.
Eliza, Jordan 1 in the Brotherhood/Lakers colorway. Get it or forget it for you.
Well, I am excited to know the genesis of the name of the Lakers. It never occurred to me to ask why they were called that, so I'm glad to know that. I'm not into like the Tang Gold. You know, do you remember that drink Tang, the astronaut drink? That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's a good drink.
Yeah, good drink, bad
Tang
shoes. So I'm
and
gonna
purple.
forget it. Yeah.
Forget it.
Terry, where are you at on this?
Uh,
I could not see you wearing this, so I have a feeling.
Well,
I know
Terry
where we're
loves the
going.
Lakers. His favorite team.
When would you wear these?
I was a Lakers fan.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I lived in California. I lived with a bunch of Lakers fans.
Yeah. What are you
How
gonna do?
Lakers fans got me into basketball in a way that I never really was before. So I do. I think that like the Lakers are fucking whack, especially now.
Why are they whack now?
It's not worth getting into. What is worth getting into is
What?
Oh.
I'm not
What?
buying these. I'm not buying these.
What?
But you think they look good?
I think that if you're a Lakers fan, this is like exactly what you want on your foot.
Yeah.
Like if you would swap out, I think the purple for black and the yellow for red, and had the same exact shoe that is a Blazers shoe,
Yeah.
day in and day out, I would be like, definitely, like, I don't even like ones, but fuck it, I'm gonna buy these because they're gonna look good with my jacket. Like this is exactly it. And I am not going to let my animosity for the Lakers get in the way of that. I will let $170 get in the way of that because that is the retail. All of y'all were forget it's. It is a get it from me, but this is a get it in spirit and not fiscal reality. So now we're going to bring it back around the other horn. We're going to stick with Jordans, and these are Jordan 4 blank canvases. Ooh. So for the listener at home, you're definitely not going to be able to see this shit, but the blank canvases, one thing I will call out, you'll see this on the next slide, these are women's sizing, and they do kind of an interesting thing here. The first time I saw these pop up on my screen, just out of curiosity, anybody know what I thought of when I saw these?
I mean, there's the fabric on the wing instead of that's like the first thing that pops for me.
Nick, any guesses?
Oh, that it was like a cutaway thing?
Wrong. It's NMD. These because of the blue.
Because of the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, they have red, white, and blue. Very small on the sole. Now, on the next slide, I want to show you very big on the sole. So they have like kind of some splotches on the actual underside of the shoe. Some of those splotches wrap up around the outer taping of the sole, and but everything else is this kind of like, it's not the normal materials. It's a little like fuzzier, so on and so forth. Not worth getting into. Beyond that, I'm going to throw it back to Eliza. Where are you on the blank canvases?
Okay, are the splotches different every time, or is that like, are they all identical?
My assumption is that they're
probably the same.
My assumption is that they're the same, but I could see it being different. The only thing is, I don't think that people would want to buy them if it didn't at least have some representation on the outsole. So
sure, that makes sense.
Let's say for the purposes of this conversation, every single pair looks like this.
And so I am super into like the sole situation, but they feel very puffy to me. I'm just, like so bad about shoes.
No, that's
so
fine.
I'm gonna say
they're literally these shoes.
Yeah.
They're these shoes.
Yeah,
they look very puffy. I'm sorry.
They are kind of puffy.
Ooh.
She's wearing Authentics right now, so
Yeah.
that
That's
is like
true.
the slimmest you can get.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
what about you for the 4 blank canvases?
Honestly, I like these more than most 4s.
Huh.
I kind of like them. I do think like the splotchy on the sole does kind of feel like Nike just running out of ideas and just being like, my kindergartner painted something the other day and I told him I'd put it on a shoe. Could we do this? You all work for me. If you don't, you're fired. This is going on the shoe. Like, I feel like that was the design process on that sole. But I do like the canvas. I like that ragged edge. I could see I might go for these like to try to get them for Joanna. I think they're cool. Yeah, these are a get it for me.
Oh wow.
Also red, white, and blue. Shout out to America.
Oh, there's yellow and yellow. So it's the primary colors.
Right, but on the side it's just red, white, and blue. It's freedom right there.
Yeah, I gotta
Didn't
wear
know
them
you
for
were
4th
such a
of
big
July.
fan of the French. Nick, on to Bjorn. That's what that NMDs always make me think of is the French flag.
Wait, what is NMDs? Because I went
The
with
Adidas.
yeah, the Adidas. Adidas did something like this.
Well, they're like black, but then the sole is
Generally, they have a lot
White
of red,
with
white,
a-
and blue blocking on those little
there's like
bumps
a
on
red
the.
one
Yeah.
and a blue one. Remember the ones that Falcon
Tell me
had?
about
Yeah,
these
no.
shoes, and I'll pull those up so we can do a
Okay.
little compare and contrast.
So, my thoughts
sorry about
on these is I'm noted love 4s, like one of my favorite classic Jordans silhouettes. I do like the rough edge on the wings, on the Spider-Man wing things.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like it on the heel tab. That's pretty fun too. I would like to see that color brought more into the body of the sneaker because nobody fucking sees the sole of it when you're wearing it. Like those little tiny hits. I don't like that. I would like to see that like, I don't know, that Jackson Pollock moment that they put on the bottom, like across the entire sneaker to kind of like make it like my sneakers are art. Look at this, bro. You know, like
I'd like to see it on certain pieces.
yeah, like
if
maybe
they
just
did it,
the heel tab.
no,
or
like just
the wings,
just the
or, like-
wings and like maybe one like the toe, the thing that goes around the toe and the wings.
Just out of
Something like that.
curiosity, would that make it a get it for either of you?
If it had that,
If it had that.
it's already a get it for me.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah,
right.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that I would be.
So, spoiler alert, yes, it would make it a get it, but right now I think it's too boring of a shoe of just like an all white, like a white on white on white for me, so it is a forget it.
All right, very quickly, I'm going to throw up a couple different NMDs. These are the see-throughs. These are the white ones.
Oh, okay, those
I
are the
get
ones you
it,
guys
yeah.
are kind of
And then
talking
those
about.
Those
yeah.
are the ones we're talking
Yeah.
about here with just
Okay.
the red and the blue.
Those like big blocks of it. I just see it
It
just
does
not
have
enough
that vibe,
representation.
you're right.
It does. That's interesting.
Also, just to double check, both of you guys are on record as saying like all white shoes just don't blow your skirt up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's going to bring me to where I'm at on this.
Ooh.
This is an all white shoe, and if you treat it like something else, it's going to be underwhelming. I think that I like the sole aspect of it from like kind of an Easter egg thing. I think the application of it is a little funny because it just looks like you stepped in gum. But I think for me, like
a variety of gums.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the.
you're a
You're
connoisseur.
a real gum shoe.
A sidewalk
Damn it.
connoisseur.
Fucking stop. Let's cancel me right now. I had to say it though.
That's a SpongeBob reference.
Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
that's
It was just
okay.
funny to
When he's
tell Bjorn
bombing
that.
on stage.
Yeah.
Look at him.
When he goes on stage, oh my god, I've got so much to learn.
SpongeBob has a stand-up episode.
There's a stand-up
Really?
episode.
I can't believe
Anyway,
you've never
back
told
to
me about
these.
this.
I just think that they're sick. I think that they're playful. I think that for people that maybe don't take shoes quite as seriously as some of us in the studio, they're like, oh yeah, they're cool. Like I like white shoes. I'm gonna keep them clean and da 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 da. And I think the final thing that I'll say about it is because they do have kind of that unfinished aesthetic. These are not ones that you're going to be scrubbing with the brush. Like I think you can get these a little dirty.
Oh, they would
and
look
it's
kind of
fine.
cool cooked or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Now that being said, $200.
That's what they cost.
That's what they
the
cost.
standard
Yep.
for price.
So that is going to do it for the Jordans in the front. We will see some more Nikes in a minute, but we're going to throw it over to Adidas next. And as is generally the course, we got a pair of Yeezys. These are the basketball knits in the Energy Glow colorway. And for the listener at home, I will do my best to describe these in a good manner. You are familiar with the banana shoes that Yeezy put out, and this is kind of like that, but in a high top. And so it's the knit runner with a high top, and it's got. I always say that the Yeezys kind of look vaguely like H.R. Geiger, the guy who did Alien. These really are leaning into that with the colors.
Yeah.
It's called Energy Glow. It's kind of like a green reptilian style palette. And we'll go back around the horn going clockwise. Bjorn, where are you at on the Adidas Yeezy basketball knits?
I
in Energy
love the colorway so much. Like I really like that glow. I like that it is like they're leaning into that like alien saliva, like gross. It's kind of a gross shoe. I love the colorway. I like the glow of the like clear thing, but the high top I can't do it, so it's a forget it for me.
Oh Lord, Nick.
Okay.
I have yet to like a Yeezy high top, with the exception of like the 750, like the original old school Yeezy high top. That one's kind of fun, that moon boot looking shit. I don't have $1,000, $2,000, whatever it costs to get one of those. But this ain't it. I didn't like the Quantum basketball, and I don't like this basketball. That being said, I do like the low profile 350. That's kind of looks similar to this.
Yeah, it's like that
they're
other
dropping a
one.
red one tomorrow that gives away when we're recording this. I think I will go for that. Anyhow, this is a forget it. 100%. No.
All right, Eliza, you gonna make Mom happy with the Yeezy high tops?
Maybe, yeah. I like so there's something about like the silhouette of the heel, like it's kind of at an angle. I don't know if that's just like for the picture, which I find that interesting. It seems like a different kind of
No, that's
silhouette.
a thing that Kanye does. He does
Okay.
definitely try
Yeah.
to do that like triangle silhouette thing.
Yeah, like that's cool. And also, can we have just a brief aside? So, Kanye is currently having some troubles. But the biggest thing about that is
Just
that
currently,
Yeah,
as
himself.
opposed to his
really?
history of
well,
being an
currently having
even
more
keeled
troubles
guy.
than last week. But just the important
Before.
thing is, like, I feel like I have been so it's yee or yay?
Yay.
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 Okay,
It is
okay,
yay.
thank you. Okay, because I always said yay.
I love how you're being so respectful.
think.
No, but I want is like I need to get Nick's perspective on this because then I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, because I saw something and where it seemed like it was pronounced yee, and I was like, am I saying it wrong the whole time?
I think it's
Or is
yay.
it yay?
Yay.
It's yay for sure, but I fully support anyone who's going to lean into the bit and just perpetually refer to him as Yee.
Yes.
Be like, yo,
I
did you hear
think
the new
it's-
Yee?
Yeah.
Ye old rapper.
So okay, thank you. That was like what I wanted coming here. I was like, I need to find out if I can say
If
it
it's
wrong.
ye or yay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's definitely yay, but
Yay.
but yeah, as Terry said,
Okay.
whatever you feel in your
No,
heart
I thought it was yay.
is
and
how
then
you want to say it.
Someone said something where I thought it was ye, and I was like, have I been
Ye-
mispronouncing this man's nickname?
In retrospect, it would also be funny
his
if
real
like
name now legally.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if back in the like early aughts, if it was like, well, the artist formerly known as Puff Daddy. Then was known as Diddy. Actually, that's exactly what's going
It's
on.
what
here.
he did. He
Holy
went from
shit.
Puff Daddy to P Diddy to Diddy to
Oh, that was
Diddy
it.
Dirty Money, and then back to
And there was something
Diddy.
else in there. There was another one.
Wait,
Sean.
there was something between.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
something else. This is like when I was saying that Big Baby Jesus was ODB, and you were like, no, and we had an argument. Do you remember?
Wait, ODB went by Big Baby Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
oh, yeah.
We actually had an argument about
You
this.
guys had an
together.
argument?
Yes.
Oh, it's about to get settled in
No,
the middle
okay.
of this.
No,
Get
this
it or
is like
forget
at
it.
the beginning of
Because
the quarantine.
this is the problem for me because I like the Wu-Tang's music. I've seen
Yes.
them in concert, but I was a baby.
Yeah.
I was
no,
not even
yes.
alive when did 36 Chambers? Was it 93 or 94?
Wait,
I
you
was
were
born
born-
in 94.
right.
Let me,
Yeah.
let me
So,
put it like this.
I didn't matter yet when that came out. Arguably, I don't matter now, but I mattered less then.
You were around when ODB hit crossover appeal, though. When he did Got Your Money or whatever.
But he was
Was that
still, like,
98,
in kindergarten.
99?
No, that was...
No,
Got Your
that
Money was like 2003, 2005?
No.
Got-
No.
Oh,
No,
even if
I
it
was
was
there.
if
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
2005, I was
I was definitely
11.
playing it in
11
2005.
years
Yeah,
old.
no, it's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that song now.
Yes.
I'm
anyway.
probably listening to
and
that
I
on
said
the drive
Big
home.
Baby Jesus, and you said no, and then
You're right, 99.
It
Yeah.
does
99.
sound like something that I wouldn't know but would still argue
yeah,
about.
exactly.
But that's
yeah.
everything.
Yes.
So.
Anyway, forget it on the shoe.
Forget it. I want to
Brought
call
it
out,
home.
I want to call out into like there was like a moment like I was talking about to Eliza at one point. We were talking about dating profile pictures, and I was like, "Yo, we should get you some Yeezys, and you should post." I still think you should just borrow like mine and
Yeah.
Nick's and just take some.
Our feet are the same
some
size,
profile
so,
pictures like
Yeah.
in our Yeezy in the Yeezys that we have, and see if you get more swipes.
Yeah.
Are we looking for a volume or like a quality
Yeah,
thing here?
exactly. Because I'm like
But
the
the
swipes
person
at what
that's
cost?
swiping
Yeah,
is like,
exactly. But
I
it would
don't
be
know.
very funny if me in just like my natural environment, like surrounded by cats, but also Yeezys. That would be really funny.
You're just with 3 cats, a cat, and a cat in your lap, and just
exactly.
Just like
But you
this.
can't do it like that. Like it's got to be like low key, like you weren't trying to shoehorn in the
Oh,
shoes.
yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like you just liked them.
But then I'll get men being like, "Did you know you're wearing Yeezys?" And then,
They'll
again,
say,
You're gonna-
"Do you
you're gonna
know
get,
you're
like,
wearing
yeah,
Yeezys?"
The
Yes.
classic fucking dickhead.
yeah,
That's just like, where'd you get those from?
exactly.
Like they want to gatekeep your shoes
Yes.
for
Absolutely.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Um,
good way to
yeah.
vet people. And,
No,
and
but then
get
maybe
them
the
out.
people who I would want to talk to would be like, "Those shoes don't seem like a person I would like to date," and so it might be
They
shooting
probably
myself
don't
in the
even know
Yeezys.
what they are. So.
That's true. Exactly.
The
Exactly.
person-
Because I
there
barely
it
do.
is. That's
right,
the
but
game.
but then they
Yeah.
would just be like, you know, some people have silly shoes. They might
Yeah,
just
I
be
don't
like,
know.
girls like shoes.
I don't want to handicap myself anymore if I'm trying to use a dating app.
Yeah.
But it's very funny though.
Speaking of
I
very
feel
funny,
like doing
All
funny
right.
things on the dating app though is authentic to who you are as a person.
It's true.
So,
Yes.
But I want to hear Terry.
Yes.
Where's
Yeah, yeah.
Terry at
Yeah.
on this? I know where he's at.
fucking kidding me? Get out of here! Get out
I
of
was
here!
hoping maybe. I was like, maybe you might be like, ooh, that little triangle part.
No.
Shake.
No! Boo!
It's interesting. Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, we need to do some gatekeeping about who gets to design shoes in 2022 because this shit is a big time whiff, especially when you realize that they cost $300.
Oh, no.
That's
Get all the way the fuck out of here. I guess you got to pay alimony, whatever. Eat shit. Go beat up. Actually, if Yee beat up Pete Davis, I would be hyped.
You mean Skeet Davidson?
Oh,
Skeet
his name is
Davidson.
Skeet
Is he
Davidson.
switching to Skeet
Oh,
Davidson?
Lord.
He's actually
No,
changing his name
Kanye
too.
called him Skeet Davidson.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Why is he giving him cool nicknames?
right. Well, he was trying to insult
And
him.
furthermore, why is he setting him up to be like, yeah, I Skeet Davis all over your ex-wife last night? What
Exactly,
the fuck? This shit
exactly.
He
is
is.
101.
He really is teeing him up.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
want them to just headline the next UFC.
Oh,
Just have a card of
God.
and then whoever wins fights Logan Paul. I think this is what it's come to, and this is what I want to pay my money
Pete
for.
Davidson's eyeballs are already almost fucking popping out of his skull. All he's
Now-
gonna do is get put in a headlock by Kanye, and then they're gone.
I do
That
like
sounds
UFC,
hilarious. That's amazing television.
But
Do
I
it.
definitely would pay a lot of money to see that one.
I would buy that fight and hold a party.
I might fly
I
to
would bootleg
Vegas to go
stream that
see
shit
that
and
fight
hold
live.
the party.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've never bought a UFC fight, but I would change that if
Okay.
Kanye and Pete
we
Davidson
go.
headline the next game.
Get it or forget it. UFC fight.
Yeah.
Kanye and Pete Davidson. $300.
It costs $300.
I'll split it with you. I'd
Yeah,
split it with
yeah, no, I'm throwing a party, dude.
All right.
We're throwing a
Recouping
party.
my, yeah, I'm
We- at
recouping
my,
that money.
my new apartment. We've got
Shared
like,
custody,
zones.
get it, which actually is also very Yee inspired. All right, fourth out of 5. We're getting. This is still kind of like in Yee territory
It really
a little bit.
kind of is.
The Nike Air Max Terrascape Plus in the Sail and Sea Glass colorway.
Glow in the dark.
So, I know next to nothing about this shoe model, other than it's got a lot going on, and it looks a little slimy, and it's got some plastic on it. And Bjorn, take it away.
What's that? What's that Nike that it's sort of
Air
reminiscent
Max
of?
95.
No,
so
not the. Yeah, it's the 95, but there's like another one in
The
there.
Presto.
The Presto.
It's
Thank
a
you. That's the
Presto
one I was
and a
looking for.
95.
Had a
Did
weird
the same thing that Pete Davidson and Kim
offspring.
Kardashian have been doing. And here's this.
Oh, this is the Offspring, the cat, for sure. Oh, it's so gross. It just does not need to exist. You just feel bad for it, and you're like, well, maybe I'll adopt it, but $2,000 is a lot of money. This thing needs a lot of training, is what it needs, in my opinion. So this is hard forgetting.
I don't know if the people know that you looked at a Craigslist
I
French
looked at a-
Bulldog the other day. That's where this reference is coming from. $2
And
grand
this
for a
reminds
used
me of
dog.
it. It's got a lot of saliva. It's got some breathing issues. I don't know.
A lot of design went into it, but the product fucking sucks and should be dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, who let this buy? Who was just like, oh, this is so bad. Oh.
All right, Nick. Feel
I'm
the
going to
same way?
offer a slightly more nuanced way to get to the exact same answer. This, to me, I like the idea. I like where you can see through. I like that there's a big swoosh that's not like in the normal spot, and it's a bit see-through, so the swoosh is kind of poking through. Like, there's definitely like some off-white vibes and some like high fashion-y vibes. But then whatever they did between that idea and this shoe was not what they should have done. And so this is a forget it, of course. This looks bad. This looks bad. I want it to be good, but it is bad.
This looks like something my dad would be wearing and be like so hyped on it and tell me about all the weird technology involved in it. He's like, oh, but like it helps your like fourth vertebrae specifically, like some weird like super niche thing that it's just like, oh yeah, it helps your back problems.
My dad, much like Eliza, has weak ankles, and so he wouldn't be able to wear this because he'd be concerned that he would sprain his ankle when he went for a walk. And so this would be a forget it for him as well. This is not a good shoe, but I feel like it had potential. In the boardroom, it had potential, and then they screwed the pooch on this.
This is like by committee. Feels like too many hands in the cookie jar. On
Yeah,
this one.
you're right. This was a Friday afternoon. This was somebody who wanted to go to the bar, and you know what? I respect that, but the shoe sucks, so forget it. Eliza, what are you thinking?
Well, so the plastic is interesting. It reminds me of like 80s shoes. Like back then you could have just like plastic on. And then I can't tell. I keep looking. The sole, like I can't tell if it's an actual normal sole or if it is like pebbled. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's got like a robin's egg like speckle to it.
Okay,
Yeah,
but it's
I
just
think
like a
that's
regular.
cycle-
That's just
thing.
like colors, I
Okay.
think, and little particles in
It's
the
not
foam.
the recycled
Yeah.
thing that they do.
I think it is.
Oh,
it's
Terrascape,
definitely.
right?
It's got that.
It's got the
that
little
logo.
Yeah, the logo,
Yeah.
the pinwheel of the
Yeah.
swoosh.
I see. Okay. Well, anyway, because it looked like, you know, you've seen shoes with those like pebbly bottoms, you know what I'm talking about, and how impractical they are. And I would think that was very funny on a shoe like this, that you just slip and fall immediately.
Yeah.
I'm not into like how puffy the back sole is. I feel like it looks like that marshmallow cream stuff. You know what I mean? So no, forget it.
Well,
Is Terry gonna be?
Uh-oh.
I love when this happens.
when you save me for the last, and I have a gravitational urge to be contrarian, but
yes. As we just
no. What I will say is that, like, okay, let's just get this out of the way. Forget it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think so. Nick, you already kind of called out one of the things that I think is cool, and we've talked about this in a couple different shoes from Nike. But the swoosh that's behind the translucent panel, I think is very cool.
It's a fun detail.
I think the robin's egg, it not only is on the bottom, it's got a dark colored sole on the bottom, but around the sides, it's kind of like it almost looks like an Oreo milkshake. You know, like a
No, I
predominantly
like
white.
the sole and I like the silhouette. Like it's Air Max 95 vibes. Like I feel like this shoe could have been good.
I think that they got a little wild with the air bubbles. I feel like that little channel gap in the middle of the bridge is a little strange. The lace choice on this was certainly in the kind of performance. This looks like someone ate a football shoe and then it staying in the H.R. Geiger thing, it like burst out of their chest as like a weird 21st century like pseudo hype beast Yeezy wannabe. And that's where I'm going to close it, is that like I think with like very minor changes to this shoe and the subtraction of the check, you put Yeezy's name on it, and I think these things fly off the fucking shelves. And I do not want to talk about that. We'll move on. These cost $185, which seems about right. Now we're going to round into the last shoe of the evening. We're going to get away from the big two, and we're going to get into the distant, probably like 12th. Bjorn, you're going to like this. Reebok Insta Pump Fury Zone.
Oh, wow.
So these are from Reebok, as mentioned. They have a pump on them, and these are a little more of a contemporary silhouette as opposed to the pumps that we saw on Bjorn's feet very recently. These do not have laces. They seem to be more of like a slip in, a slip on. There's some sort of bracket maybe with the pump. And they are dressed up in a high-vis lemon lime colorway. It's got some red in there. I do think... actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'll kick things off because I want to sing some praises about these. Very similar to the last one. I'm going to forget it, but I'm going to say what I like about it.
Yeah.
I think that it's cool that they're taking the pump technology and moving away from the 90s revival, right? The pump is not this big orange basketball on the tongue. I think that's rad. I do think that the color balance on this is really cool. I think that them going with red and this lemon lime high vis is a path that I wouldn't have expected, but I think is like pretty fucking cool. Like for some reason, I can't put my finger on why it works. They did not get too egregious with the Reebok logo, with the exception on the back. And I think it's like, I think this is I get it and it's cool, but it's so far outside of the realm of like what I'm interested in. And if I saw somebody wearing these in public, I wouldn't be like, oh shit, look at those. I'd be like, oh yeah, those things. So that's a forget it for me. Eliza, what about you?
Okay. Well, first of all, I feel like your listeners are going to hate me because I'm like, know nothing about shoes, right? Okay. So I feel like it looks like if there was a movie made in 1975 that was set in the future.
Yep.
They would release
Demolition Man is the
100%.
movie you were talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
Demolition Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the shoes would fit there.
These are definitely Demolition or Demolition Man shoes for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and you're right though. Like the lemon lime and the red, like you wouldn't think it would work, but it kind of does. But
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's kiwi and strawberry. We're back at the top.
Kiwi. Yeah, or
Right.
lime.
Or Kuruma
Strawberry.
Mamba or whatever
Or
the
wait,
fuck
no.
that shit was called. Yeah.
That sounds like a seltzer
Cherry lime.
flavor.
Lime cherry.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
a
cherry
lime is a
lime.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
cherry
for
lime
sure.
at Sonic with nugget ice.
There you go.
Calling it back.
Yeah, exactly,
You're
yeah.
buying it. I love it.
But I'm still gonna forget it.
Forget it. I don't know if I did that, but forget it. Nick,
Yeah.
what about you?
To me, they kind of have like Kobe 6 Grinch vibes to me.
Okay.
Like
The soul especially.
yeah, like this shoe reminds me of that a little bit. That's more of a low mid top, and this is like a higher mid top. I'm not a big fan of shoes with no laces. I don't know. I don't like the way shoes look when they have no laces at all.
Mhm.
And so, like it's definitely forget it for me. It's fun. I like the colorway, but I don't like that they don't have laces. And also, I don't play basketball. This is another one of those shoes that's probably awesome to hoop in, but I don't. It's like every Kyrie and every LeBron and every KD. Like, and every new Jordan. They're probably good for what they're for, but I don't want them.
Where's the line with you and Jordans?
13 is the last one that like the third.
Do you own anything between a 6 and a 12?
I have a pair of 13s, some 3s, and some 1s.
So like his iPhones.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. At some point, I want a 10. I like the 10.
Yeah.
I need an 11 at some point too.
I think I'm warming up to some of the later models, but just
yeah,
purely on an aesthetic.
That Delta 2 that Bjorn has looks comfy. But yeah, a lot of the new Jordans, I'm not. I mean, they're probably really good for basketball, but they're not. I don't want them.
All right.
So yeah, that's
now noted pump owner.
All
Bjorn.
right, let's talk about this. This shoe does. I was thinking the same thing. It looks like somebody wrote it into a script for something that happens in the future. Like, you can't get out of your Tacoma wearing these. Like, what?
Well,
the
shit.
hell
Now
are
I
you
gotta get them
doing?
just
I don't
to
think-
prove you wrong.
You gotta drive an electric car if you wear this. You can't drive anything but like an all-electric Leaf.
You're right. That is a
Like,
That's
or
a
a
Tesla.
Tesla
That's a Tesla.
Cybertruck.
Tesla shoe.
If I saw any, it's like nothing else could you drive. Like you're like a and you trade
There's a-
crypto. Like that's what you do.
That's a tech bro shoe. You're not wrong.
This is the shoe you wear to your crypto trades.
So these are definitely pavement princesses. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. You would. I mean, they're
can't
not
get 'em dirty.
balling in these.
Yeah.
They maybe like you might be that idiot that doesn't know how to use any of the equipment at the gym wearing these. That's who I see.
Yeah, this is a tech bro that just started playing pickup hoop.
Yeah, maybe you're into like, I don't know, badminton, like really into badminton.
So
in
you're the
these?
guy that wrecks bullies when he's dropping the weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love it. Other thing, I love the lime cherry part of it. This is a stupid shoe, and this is. I am so into it. This looks like you work.
I'm
at
glad
a
that's where you went
trampoline
because I was
park.
just gonna say like
yes.
you got like
You own a trampoline park. Like, that's what
Yes.
this sneaker is just like. Yeah, I'm going to work, and we're gonna bounce all goddamn day.
You've definitely unironically said the phrase max air like dozens of times in your life. Sometimes
Yes.
about these shoes, you're like, yeah,
Yes.
the pump, max air, dude. It's also the name of the trampoline spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Where I work and own. I love these. It's a total get it for me.
All right. I did mine. That comes as no surprise. And again, I'm just glad that you're like, this shoe is super fucking dumb. I love it. So now the last thing I'll say on this is kind of like the 5.5. So for Nick and Eliza, any difference for you when you look at them like this?
No.
I hate them.
You hate them more or less
the
than
green ones are
the
at
same.
least fun. These I
Yeah.
don't like.
I like them for different reasons.
Speak on it, Bjorn.
Oh, this is like this. I like this. I like that they
How
brought
about
the
this?
basketball part of it through.
Speak on it for the people that can't see these.
Okay,
right now.
so this is a all black and white, but then they did the Reebok pump part in the orange basketball, but then it also looks like you I don't know, got hit in the ankle with a basketball as well. There's like this cool orange hit, and I'm a noted orange. I actually like these more than the other ones. It was a get it. This is might actually. I wasn't gonna actually buy
you're
those
gonna be a pump guy now.
You might actually buy these.
because I'm curious on the price on them.
I can't tell you.
We'll
I don't know what
see.
it is.
That's going to be the deciding factor of whether
Well,
I
they come
actually
out
purchase them for
2
real.
days from now.
Okay.
3 days from now.
So
Saturday.
My one thing about the last ones is they're so loud. They are the kind of shoe I would buy, but then would have a really hard time putting an outfit together, and that would have to be like the foundation of the outfit, obviously.
As opposed to these, which are just so low profile.
They're kind of low profile, but kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess they are
Like
just a
these,
black and
I
white
would actually
shoe, but
throw on. Like I'd throw on to like walk the dog. I mean, that seems to be like a thing that I do. But that's like a good, and it looks like you just unvelcro the back and then you just slip your feet in. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I like these. I think these are sweet.
I don't want to rain on your parade. So I
rain
won't.
all over it. No. Please do. It's harder to
just
bring the parade back
I
after
just
it
don't.
just rained.
I just don't like that no laces thing. I don't like how pointy the toe is. They kind of look like ski boots to me in a little. In a
they look
way.
like cross-country ski boots.
For sure. And it's like I don't know. They look like a piece of gear for a sport that I don't play. And that's where it is for me, where it's like these look like they have a purpose, but I don't have an appreciation for that purpose. And so to me they're ugly.
Storm cloud's coming. And I'll just say this. I don't think anyone's ever unironically used the term tasteful Reebok before. Like,
It's true. Yeah.
like if you want
Even
like
I
a
know
shoe
that.
that's just kind of like, yeah, it just looks good. And like, now I will say, like, I'm Reebok biased. I've just never, like, for whatever reason, I never thought that Reebok was cool. It just never crossed the cool threshold for me. So I think when it's like, all right, Reebok doing like, I agree. I think that the loud version is better for Reebok because they have to be like,
Yeah, I
they
definitely
gotta be
like
the classic
like
the
clown,
green.
elbowing
The
it their
green
way
and
in.
red is like that one's such a crazy colorway that like I like the colorway.
Yeah.
I still don't like the silhouette, but I like the colorway on that one. This one's like a boring colorway of like just a obnoxious silhouette to me.
I feel like it would have been, in slight contrast to you, Bjorn, it would have been sicker if the only orange was the ball. And not the the one on the back is like big. It takes up a lot of real estate, and all it has is what is likely to be a screen printed Reebok logo, which like that's another thing too.
Probably
But
embroidered.
it looks like it. I don't know.
But
It looks like it's got
it
a little
looks
bit
like
of a
depth,
texture to
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I bet it's embroidered, but
Either way, like I don't think that the Reebok logo is particularly cool.
Fair.
Eliza, you got anything on
Well,
this? You
I
want to
just-
talk some shit to Bjorn about these shoes?
Well, I actually, the thing I like about it is like the white on the side kind of looks like swans, like
Oh, yeah.
birds.
I see
It does
That's
look
cool.
like swans. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So now I still wouldn't buy them, but I like them, I like them better.
looks like a
It,
couple
like-
of swans swimming in a
Exactly.
I
pond
like
Yeah.
it.
at night.
I still like it, just with the swans. It's my black swan sneaker.
Well,
I'm very curious what the price is, though.
they just
they're
had
like-
question marks.
I bet they're like 180. To
What were the
200,
other
something like
pumps?
that. I don't know. Something like that, like 150 to
Yeah.
200.
Yeah, they were
Aren't they
under
in that
200.
range?
I know that.
I cannot imagine that Reebok is going to release a shoe in the year of our Lord 2022 that costs more than $200.
No. I
Yeah.
bet they're like 180.
Yeah. I could see 180 being kind of like the ceiling for something like that, but like, bro, if you're really going to try to charge more money for those over, like a one high, like,
Yeah, nobody's gonna buy these over at Jordan.
Yeah.
You might be right. Maybe they're like 140, 150.
I think it's going to be between 140 and 180, depending on what
Yeah.
type of materials they use. Liza, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, so I co-host every second Saturday of the month a comedy show called Sorry Not Sorry.
Where's that?
It's at Like and Brewing in Portland on Burnside, and basically no cis-het white guys are on our show. So sorry, Nick, you're not on the list.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. So
Cool.
All right. I don't have anything to
Boys?
plug.
Yep. Nick, anything for you?
No,
got
I'm
nothing?
good.
Well, shit.
All
I'll wrap
right.
things up over here. This has been the Size 10 podcast here in the Size 10 studios. You can get our full episodes on Wednesday by subscribing to us on YouTube, on Amazon. We're on Amazon, right?
Yeah, we're on Amazon.
That's the one that always threw me off. And we are also on Apple and, of course, Spotify. We got video on Amazon.
No.
YouTube and Spotify.
Just YouTube and Spotify for the time being before everyone else pivots to video. And, of course, you can get the audio on all the major audio platforms out there. You can follow us on the major social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Size10 Podcast. And please hit us with a subscribe. Let us know what you like in the show. DM, comment, the whole nine. We're going to get some polls up with the Get It or Forget It so you can let your voice be heard as well. And tell a friend to tell a friend. We're doing these shows. We're posting them on Wednesday, and we'd like to get some more folks involved. So help us grow the show, help us grow the audience, and help us grow ourselves. Is that weird?
Yeah. Growers.
Yeah, we're
We're
growers
all
over
growers here.
We're growers on Size 10. So that'll do it for this week. We'll
I
catch you next
figured out a
week.
plug.
What's
I
the
remember-
plug?
We're gonna do a March Madness bracket of all of our shoes. It's gonna be on the Instagram in the month of March. Keep your eyes out for that. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and show up early by following us on social, and then you won't miss any of the brackets. All right.
All right.
Now I clap.